Hey friends, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Tea with the Uncut. Today we're going to be talking about little baby Maleah Davis, okay? Let's just get right into it. First off, I'm just so heartbroken and angry and sad. Like, I'm a ball of emotions when it comes to this case because I just can't figure out why a person would want to do this to a 4-year-old child. Like, what could she have possibly done to you to piss you off that bad to the point where you had to kill her and put her body in a duffel bag and leave her on the side of the road? Like, what? What kind of nigga is you? Period. Like, what kind of human being are you? I'm going to tell you what kind. A sicko, okay? You're a sick man for that. We're going to get on him a little bit more down the line of this conversation. But for starters, we going to get on this mom, boy. The heck? First of all, she's not giving me enough, okay? She's not giving me enough emotion. Number one, from your daughter being missing for a month. You left your daughter in the care of your boyfriend or fiance, whoever he was to you or is to you at this point. But you left to go to your dad's funeral. You come back to your child missing, and she was missing for a month, and you only giving me a little sniffle? Like, no, sis, something that right there was a red flag for me. For your baby girl to be missing, you don't know where she is. You left her in the care of this creepy looking man. If y'all haven't seen him, y'all need to go look up a picture, because why would you even leave your kid with that man? Like, he looks like a fucking weirdo. Straight up. But anyway, for your child to be missing and you not know where the heck she is, and this man just telling you basically whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're just too calm. You're not giving me enough emotion. Okay? In my opinion, you just looking hella guilty. From the time I seen some interviews with her and the way she was just so calm and cool and collective and just hitting us with the, I don't know. No, baby, no. From right then and there, I was like, oh, this was a setup. She knows more than what she is telling us. She knows where this baby is. She knows what happened. It was probably a setup from the get-go. Like, oh, I'm going to leave my baby here with you. I'm going to go, to my dad's funeral, and you do what you do. I'm going to act like I ain't know. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you have 3 children, okay? For you to let your other 2 children go with their families, why would you allow your 4-year-old daughter to stay home alone with this man? That's just not making any sense to me. In an interview, somebody asked like, oh, well, why didn't Maleah go with her family? Or, why wasn't she allowed to go with her brother and sisters? I'm not sure what the gender of her other kids are, but it was asked why wasn't baby Maleah allowed to go with her siblings? And she's just like, well, she could have. I mean, she could have went with them. I don't know. I don't know why. You know why you don't know why? Because this was a plan. You're not going to tell me this wasn't a plan. I just can't figure out in my mind why you would allow your 4-year-old daughter to stay home for however long you was going to be out of town with this man who had already been beating her and fondling with her body. And you knew this. Okay? You knew it. And you still left her there with this fucking sick ass man. It blows my mind. It is beyond me. He been doing foul shit for the longest time. And you knew about it. That is what's driving me so crazy. You knew about it. First of all, you will go drop your daughter off at school and this man will go right back to the school and pick her up and she'll be home with him all day. First of all, why does this man have permission to go and pick up your child? Okay? It sickens me what women would do for a man and how they will turn a blind eye on their kids for this man. That just blows my mind. You look past so many things that you know ain't right. But because you don't want this man to be out of your life, you look straight on past it. I don't care. If you not my husband, you don't have permission to go pick up my child from school. That's just that. You're not going to pick up my baby. And the fact that you went and picked her up pretty much like right after I dropped her off and had her at home with you all day. What was you doing to my child in this house all day? You know what I'm saying? Honestly, that's not even a real question because you know what he was doing to her. You knew he was beating your daughter. You knew he was touching her body. You knew it. And it was said that that was a reason why Maleah couldn't be with her dad as much, because this man was beating her and it showed up on her body. She had bruises and other physical marks on her body from you beating her. Like, that's crazy to me. And you just got on the plane without even looking back or not even a care in the world, just left your baby with this man knowing what he was doing to her while you were there. Like, that's crazy. And that's why I say she has something to do with it. And she know more than what she know or what she knew at this point, because the truth is coming out. The truth is hitting the light. I don't know why she thought it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why she thought that she was going to be able to get away with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. Even the man representing her in this case, Mr. Quanell X, he said himself that he thinks she guilty or knew she was guilty. And he only really worked with her because he wanted to get to the bottom of what happened to baby Maleah. He didn't really want to represent her. He just wanted information because he knew she was lying and he knew that she was involved in some kind of way. Now, you in trouble when the man representing you, trying to get you off, air quotes, don't even believe what you telling him. He said so many questions that he asked her. Her responses pissed him off. Like, he said, I was pissed off because of the answer she was giving me. He said her responses were very shameful. They were not good at all. You know what I'm saying? So he was just basically working with her and just trying to get information on what really happened. He said even in certain interviews when she would be talking, she was telling lies. And he knew she was telling lies because based off what she had already told him. So he knew she was lying in certain interviews and withholding information. And it's just like, why? Why would you be lying and not giving all the information unless you were involved, unless you know more than you know, unless you know what he was going to do to your baby? You know what I'm saying? Why would you be doing that? Wouldn't you want to help in any way you can to find your baby? And she was still in contact with Darian, the man who killed baby Maleah, while he was in jail. Like, she was communicating with him through his brother. Like, she will tell his brother something and the brother will go visit him in jail and relay the message, and it'll come back the same way. Like, he'll deliver a message to the brother and the brother will deliver the message to the mom. So they were communicating through this brother while he was in jail. And Quanell X says she never said anything ill about this man. She kind of was still protecting him and still saying nothing but nice things about him. What? Like, how and why? Okay, that is beyond me. I just don't really understand it. Why would you still want to be in communication with this man if you didn't have something to do with it? And what exactly are the messages you're sending? What's the conversation between the both of you at this point? Like, what do you have to say to him when your child is missing? That's what's blowing my mind. The fact that he had been beating your baby, fondling with her body, and just being extra, and now your baby is missing, and now that we know what happened, now your baby is no longer with us, and her remains have been left in a duffel bag on the side of the road in Arkansas, and y'all live in Texas. How? That's like 8 hours away. So not only did you do what you did, and it said allegedly he cut her up. I heard that he wanted to put her in the blender, but it was going to be too much or something like that. But you did cut her body up and put her in the duffel bag and drove her to freaking Arkansas and just left this baby on the side of the road. I am sick. Okay? I am sick. And they said that where the body was left, they were doing like yard work or something. And they had like lawnmowers and stuff that ran over the bag. So her remains had been spreaded over that grass field or wherever it was. Like, wow. And you still want to be in communications with this man. That's how I know that you got something to do with it. You're not going to tell me that she don't. And that's just that. Okay? Ooh, child, this ain't right. This ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. Lord, I ask that you stop giving babies to these women who don't want to be mothers, who are not ready to guide and protect the young. Okay? Stop giving them kids, because I'm actually tired of our kids disappearing and being killed at the hands of these fucking sickos. And by sickos, I mean their mom, their dad, their damn mom's boyfriend, their dad's girlfriends, okay? Women, men in general. Like, I'm tired of our young kids, babies, being taken from us for no reason. These kids cannot be making y'all that mad, or you just dislike them that much that y'all are doing this to them. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad and it's hurtful, and it's just really a fucked up situation, okay? Her kids had already been taken from her by CPS, and nobody can figure out why they were actually given back to her. I just feel like our youth is not being protected. So many things are being overlooked, and that's so annoying. Like, nobody is questioning the things that should be questioned. For example, when the mom dropped her off at school, why is the boyfriend coming right in and picking her up? Why is that being overlooked? Why ain't nobody like, what's going on there? You know what I'm saying? Why was her children taken from her in the first place? And furthermore, why were they given back? The devil is busy, okay? And unfortunately, our youth is the one paying the price for their mothers and fathers not protecting them the way they should. Okay? It's so sick and it's sad. Like, this story really made me like get chills over my body. Like, I just can't believe it. Every time I see her picture on my Instagram timeline or on my Facebook timeline, like, it sends a chill through my body. Like, this innocent little girl, this baby, y'all, like, I'm literally tearing up right now. Like, this baby, okay? Like, she could not do nothing for herself. And just picturing what he did to her, I can just imagine. I don't even want to speak about it. I don't really want to go into detail on what I'm really thinking, but just thinking what this little girl was doing while he was doing what he was doing to her breaks my heart. Like, she could not defend herself. She could not fight for herself. She could not do anything for herself at the hands of this grown ass fucking man. I can't get over it. Like, he needs to be in jail for the rest of his life. And don't try to kill him or nothing like that. No, bro, let him suffer in there for the rest of his life. Period. Now let's get on this weirdo, Darian Vince. I really don't even want to say his name, but let's get on him, okay? Because, y'all, hold on. Let me take a breather. let me, hold on, Jesus. I had to get my thoughts together because just saying his name and just thinking about him makes me cringe, okay? He makes me cringe. Now let's get into this bogus story that he put out, talking about he was beat up and robbed by 3 Hispanic males and left on the side of the road, and he was knocked out for 24 hours. Boy, who the fuck do you think you playing? You fully took a full road trip. Okay, you took a full road trip. You did what you did to this baby girl, put her in the bag, and drove to Arkansas to leave her body. You ain't come in contact with nobody on your way out there. Ain't nobody jumped you. Ain't nobody robbed you. You wasn't knocked out for no 24 hours. Then say that he took himself to the hospital. Okay, and it came back that he was actually dropped off at the hospital in the same car that he said that he got robbed for. Somebody dropped him off in the same car. Like, boy, first of all, I need everybody to realize there is surveillance everywhere in the world. It's very hard to get away with a lot of things because so many places have surveillance. They got you on tape, nigga. Pulling up, getting dropped off in a car you told the police that you had got robbed for. Boy, if you don't get out of town, all right? Like, it's really sad that we have these kind of people walking amongst us and living amongst us. Like, it's weak as shit, honestly. That not only are we not safe, but our babies are not safe. Like, that's what's really weird to me. Y'all doing this to children. Children. Like, excuse me? But anyway, when he confessed to Mr. Quanell X, Mr. Quanell said he was very cocky about his confession. He was cocky. He had no remorse. He started off by saying it was an accident and then pretty much just went into his full confession on why he did what he did. It's just too much. And I pray he gets everything that he deserves for doing what he did. Like, because it's fucked up. It's really shitty. And it has been said that the mom will be facing charges as well. First of all, good. Okay, good. She needs to sit in there rot just like him, because you not gonna tell me she ain't have nothing to do with it or she didn't know something. She knew, and she deserves to face charges as well, because baby Maleah did not deserve that. She did not deserve that, and they kept her purposely from her father because they didn't want him to see the marks from the abuse on her body. And they liked the fact that he, wasn't around, because they can use that against him, like, and really keep him away. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she wasn't able to see her dad or be with her dad's family while this was going on, because what Darian was doing to his baby girl. They didn't want him to see those marks and bruises on her body. So they kept her away from the dad. And that's fucked up, because they know that if that daddy, well, hopefully he would have did something and not turned a blind eye. We don't really know his story. We don't really know what kind of man he is. So I'm not going to really get into that. I'm just giving y'all the facts I know on why they said, baby Maleah wasn't with her family during the time that the mom had went to the funeral. And I also heard, which I don't know if this is true or not, but I also did hear that the dad was saying he didn't even think Maleah was his. So I'm not sure what that full story is, but I did hear in an interview with Quanell X that's why the mom said Maleah wasn't, able to be with her dad's side of the family, because the dad wasn't sure if Maleah was his. But even if she couldn't go over there with her dad's side of the family, her siblings had family, which I'm sure they love baby Maleah too. And they probably wanted her to stay there as well. You know what I'm saying? While the mom was out of town. I highly doubt that the siblings' family was like, oh no, she can't come over here. Even she said in an interview, like, well, I guess Maleah could have went over there too. But I don't know. I don't know why I just didn't send her. I know why you didn't send her. Because you had a plan. You had a whole setup and y'all had it all mapped out. That's why you didn't send her over there, because you knew what was about to go down and it was mapped out, in my opinion. I don't care what nobody say. She got something to do with it, and she needs to rot to death in jail, just like Darian. Take both they ass. Take both them, okay? That you just left this baby on the side of the road in a bag like she was nothing but a piece of trash. Just like, hurts my heart, y'all. Like, for real. That is crazy to me. Like, these people don't have no kind of heart. Like, you did what you did to her and then dismembered her body is beyond me. I can't get over it. I actually want to punch him in the face. No lie. He said he did what he did because he felt like he was a single parent. Like, he was helping out the mom, but she wasn't really involved in Maleah's life, and he just felt overwhelmed and he snapped. Excuse me? First of all, this ain't even your baby. Like, what you mean? What you mean that you was feeling like a single parent and you were struggling, what could this little girl possibly be doing to you to stress you out that much that the other two siblings wasn't doing? This little 4-year-old girl, what could she possibly be doing? And like I said, that's not your baby. So you shouldn't have been taking on full responsibility like that. If you felt like the mom wasn't involved, that don't mean take action into your own hands and be beating her like that and, playing with her body and killing her. Okay? Never an excuse for that. There was multiple things that could have been done in between that. Even if you did feel like, oh, I'm the one taking care of this baby more than her mom, then talk to the family. Or y'all not married, get on with your life. But don't go around beating people's kids and killing them. Okay? That is not your place, sir. Period. Honestly, I'm glad that Mr. Quanell X did what he did. I'm glad that he made the mom feel like he was on her side just to get information so that the truth can come out about what happened to this baby. I'm glad that he did that. I'm glad he had a strategy, because I was looking at him like, hold on, bruh. Now, you know she guilty, because I know she guilty. But I'm glad that he had a plan and that he never really wanted to represent her. He just wanted to get to the bottom of what happened to this baby. So let's applaud him, because he did a great job in getting the truth set free. So I'm very happy for that. I'm very happy that he had other motives behind representing her. I just pray that they both get what they deserve, because the baby did not deserve to be taken out like that. She didn't deserve to be taken out at all. You know what I'm saying? But one more thing, it did come out that a family member did know that baby Maleah had been killed. I'm not sure that if that's true or not, so don't quote me, but I did hear it in an interview. And if that family member did know that this baby had been killed and allowed this search to go on for a month and all this to be going on and not said nothing and not spoke up, if that family member did know, you deserve to have some jail time too. I'm just saying, if it's true, you deserve to sit in there and think about what you've done as well. Okay? I'm not sure if that's the truth or not. However, if it is, put they ass in cuffs too, bro. Put they ass in cuffs too, sir. They all need to pay for this. It's just a very sad and heartbreaking situation. So R.I.P. baby Maleah. I'm sorry that your mother failed you. I'm just sorry that this happened to you. So rest in peace, baby girl. Okay, y'all, but I am going to move along because there is something else I wanted to talk about. At first, I was like, okay, I'm not going to talk about it right now because I kind of don't want to ruin it for people who haven't watched it. But at this point, I'm sure everybody has seen it. It's on Netflix and it's called When They See Us. It's a docuseries of like 4 episodes. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. If you haven't seen it, just cut out right now because I'm about to get into this. I'm about to talk about it a little bit. But I know there was some people who didn't want to watch it just because they kind of got an idea of what it was about and it was going to make them upset. So they didn't watch it, which I understand because I'm not going to lie. It had me mad. It had me so angry. Honestly, I've never watched something that sent me through so many emotions, bro. This series sent me through so many emotions, and the biggest emotion was anger. Like, I was so mad while watching this, but at the same time, I couldn't turn it off. Like, I had to see how it played out. I had to hear about this story because I had never heard about the Central Park 5 in my life. So seeing this, I was just like, what? Like, I was just so mind blown at the fact that this lady wanted these 5 black boys in prison so bad. You wanted them locked up so bad for something they did not do, okay? Like, no matter what, y'all wanted them pieces to fit so that they would pay for something that they didn't even know about. Okay? I'm not calling them the Central Park Five here. Okay? We're not calling them that because that's not what they are. We're going to call them by name. Okay? Corey Wise, Yusuf Salam, Raymond Santana, Antron McCray, and Kevin Richardson. They are not the Central Park Five, so let's stop calling them that, okay? Now, when I came across this on Netflix, I honestly didn't know it was something that everybody needed to watch. You know what I'm saying? I was just randomly on Netflix and just clicked on it like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing it was going to be something this big. You know what I mean? But let's just get right into it, okay? From the time that they put them in these rooms to start questioning them, okay, that's when it got real, and that's when I first felt anger, okay? I'm like, y'all are really in here beating up these kids, 14, 15, 16-year-old kids, questioning them without their parents, questioning them without an attorney, and tricking them into a false confession. No matter what, y'all wanted the pieces to fit so bad. When they started putting hands on these kids, that's when I first was like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? The first cop then already hit the little boy in the face, hit Kevin in the face with his hat. Now his face all bruised up. Like, they don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. But from the moment that this prosecutor showed up to this scene and figured out that these young men was in the park, boom, she off top had made up her mind, oh, they're guilty. And I don't care what is being said. They're going down for this. They're about to pay for this. They raped this white woman. And I'm just confused as to why nobody paid attention to these confessions. Like, one of them saying she got on a tank top. Another one saying she had on some long sleeves. Another one saying she had on shorts. Like, ain't none of this adding up. I mean, but of course, they knew it wasn't right. But somebody had to pay for it. And they already made up their mind that these men need to pay for it. So everything that was right in front of their face was clearly looked over. Okay, so now you got these false confessions. You got these little boys snitching on each other who never even met each other. That's what's crazy to me. Like, yeah, these boys don't even know one another. Okay, like, what? They like, who the hell is Antron? Who the hell is Kevin? Okay, yeah, if that's gonna get me up out of here, sure, sir. Yeah, he did it. I mean, what did he do exactly? Okay, sure, yeah, he did it. And that's exactly what it was. There was no facts in any of these confessions, but like the lady said, and I'm not saying her name on here because she didn't piss me off, okay? I don't want to call her by name. Okay, so the prosecutor, bitch, and all those ugly ass cops who was questioning them, they didn't care about none of that. As long as they all was putting each other there, that's all that matters. Like, oh, well, they all said they seen each other at the scene, so they were all there. Like, girl, please, now you know that was some bullshit. But anyway, I think the saddest story for me out of these five men was Corey Wise. His story hit me hard. Like, his story had me like so mad. Like, mad off of a number of things. Number one, because he was not even on the list. He was not even supposed to be there. He was simply there to support his friend so his friend wouldn't be going through that alone. And I kind of was mad at Yusuf a little bit because I feel like you didn't stand up enough for your friend, considering he was only there because he was there to support you. And his mama was just like, no, I'm trying to get my son out of jail. You do your thing. But baby girl, my son wouldn't even be in this thing if he wasn't trying to be there for his friend, which is your son. So you mean to tell me he can't write my guy a letter? Like, wow. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I understand it, but I don't understand it. And I mostly don't understand it because, okay, yeah, you want your son out of jail, but listen, clearly my son is going through way worse than your son. Okay? And he wasn't even supposed to be in there. He was simply there to support your son in this shit. You know what I mean? And he had the worst experience out of all of them. Like, you had the worst things happen to you and you were not even supposed to be there. Okay, now when Yusuf and his mom was walking out and I seen Corey in there asleep, I immediately was like, no, please, like, please, no. Wake him up. Please turn around and notice he's right there. Don't leave him in there. Don't leave him in there. Somebody please just please wake him up, or wake up like, oh, what's up? I'm about to go. Like, I was off top like, oh my God, somebody please. They are about to make him the gum. Okay? They about to make him the gum and make it all stick together. They about to tell him to say whatever needs to be said to stick all these other pieces together. And I was just so like, oh my God, please wake up. Please turn around. Please see that he's right there. Please get him out of there. But for those who watched it, y'all see that he did not get out of there. Okay? And not only did he not get out of there, he had the worst experience. Like, first of all, why everybody else get to go like to a juvenile hall type of situation, but I gotta go to full-on adult jail? Like, what? I wouldn't know what to do if I was in that situation. Like, y'all stole years and years and years of these young men's lives. Like, for what though? For what? Because somebody had to pay for a crime, and instead of y'all doing the real work, y'all just wanted somebody to pay for it. And the wrong people paid for it and gave up years of their life for no reason. It really pissed me off. Even looking at his confession tape, like, if I was in the jury, I would have been like, wait a minute, something's not right about this tape. Any of these tapes, something's going on. You know what I'm saying? It sent me through so many emotions, y'all. I felt like they went harder on Corey when they was questioning him on the stand and everything. Like, I don't know, for some reason, I just felt like they really, really, really wanted him in there when he had nothing to do with it. And when the semen and stuff came back and nothing was a match, I just could not believe that the verdict was guilty. Like, nothing was even adding up, but y'all still found these boys guilty. For what? Because they were black. That's why, okay? I'm like, they not even asking the right kind of questions. Like, when all the facts was coming in, I'm like, oh, okay, they good. They about to get up out of here. This is over, okay? Let them out, let them free. Ha ha, bitch. You ain't putting nobody in jail. But when they said guilty and they start hauling these boys off to jail, I was in here boohoo crying, y'all. I was crying like, no, please. They did not do it. Like, somebody figure something out. They didn't do it. From the time Corey got in there, he was just trying to do his time and stay out the way. But you know, that cop, what can you do for me? First of all, get out of my face. I can't do nothing for you. I'm not here for that. I'm not with that. That is so annoying that, first of all, the officers in the jails are even more screwed up. Well, I'm not going to say all, but some of them make it hard for you when they should be trying to make it a little bit easier. And I'm just saying from what I see on TV, y'all. I ain't never been to jail, and I don't plan on fucking going. I watch 60 Days In. I watch a lot of jail stuff, and it's not the lifestyle I'm trying to live, okay? I'm not trying to go in there. But from off top, he go in there, and you making it hard for me. I'm just a young boy in this adult-ass jail. I'm 16 years old, and you want to start messing with me. Listen, Linda, leave me alone. I don't want to do it. I don't know what you mean. I can't do nothing. You want me to mop? You want me to serve lunch? That's the only thing I can do. I can do manual labor, sir, but I don't think that, I can do what you're thinking of. I'm not sure. But now you done got me beat up in here. I'm a young boy, man. I'm a young boy. You done had me beat up, and now my time is about to go down the shitter. Okay, like, now people are about to start picking on me and messing with me. Like, you done got beat up. They done stabbed him. Officers now trying to help him. You actually helping the man beat him up and stab him. When they was stabbing him, I'm like, oh my God. I was crying, y'all. I'm like, what? Please don't let him die in here. Please don't let him die over something he didn't do, number one. Okay, like, these people are bothering him for what reason? And I feel like they was feeding off the fact that maybe they thought, he had a little mental problem. That's messed up. I don't like when people be picking on people like that. Just let me do my time and get out. Period. Now, when they put Corey in solitary, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was happy. I'm like, okay, cool. You can be in there doing your time by yourself. Can't nobody mess with you. Can't nobody fight you. Can't nobody stab you. You just left alone. I was happy for that. I'm like, yes, put him in there by himself and let him do what he do in there so nobody can harm him anymore. He was my favorite story. He was my favorite out of all of them because he was so strong and he never gave up. And I'm so proud of all of them for never falling into that and confessing to something that they know they didn't do. Now, that right there, I was fucking with that. I was happy with that. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, don't confess to that. Don't say you did that. Don't do none of that because you ain't do it. And I love that. I love that no matter how many times that they asked them or tried to make them say it, that they did not confess to that shit. Oh, well, leave me in jail. You can do what you want to do, but I'm not confessing to something that I did not do. I loved it. I loved it. Stand your ground. Hold your peace, period. But yeah, like I was saying, when they put him in solitary and then he became friends with the one cop, I love that cop because he looked out for him and he was so nice to him and kept him out of trouble and gave him books and just kept him to himself so that nobody could be messing with him. I loved him. I wanted to give him a hug like, yes, please protect Corey, man. Thank you for you. Thank you for you and being you. But then when Corey like, yo, I'm trying to move closer because I'm trying to see my moms more. I'm like, Corey, now I feel what you saying, my G, but hey, you kind of got it made right now. Like, just stay here. You get out by yourself, mop the floors, do your thing, listen to your music. You go back by yourself. You read your books. You do your exercise. You get your mind right. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. And, you know, he had to do what he had to do because he wanted to see his mama. So he moved to another jail. And then it got real in there. I was like, please get him out of there. Like, I went through so many emotions, y'all. Like, the shit was too real for me. And I was just like, wow, this really happens. Like, the police and judges and prosecutors, they really do this. Now I can see how it's really done. You know what I'm saying? Now I see how they put innocent people away just by making the pieces fit and just by making it sound good to a jury. Like, first of all, jury, look more into it. Because so many things don't be right about these cases and y'all just let the shit ride because y'all feel like somebody got to pay for it. Go and get the right person who did it, okay? Now moving on, after they figured out that they were not the ones who were guilty of this crime and, they trying to get them all out and all that, the prosecutor lady, she still didn't care. She still was like, oh, well, somebody had to pay for it. And they were the ones I chose. Somebody had to pay for raping this lady and beating her. And they were the ones who seemed more fit. I always said it was a fifth person. No, baby girl, it wasn't no fifth person. There was only one. Okay? There was one person who did the entire thing. And because he was a white man, you didn't pay too much attention to it. And it say like, yeah, he walking through the park with a bloody shirt and the lady headphones, but y'all wasn't looking for him. Y'all looking for the little black boy so he get to walk around be free. But the fact that you still didn't care and have no remorse after taking years of these men's life, that's beyond me. Like, she's still like, okay, well, read my books. They paid the price. And let's all move on with life. Like, bitch, I actually feel like punching you right in the face. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like pop, pop, 2-piece and a combo in this hoe. And little Kevin, I'm like, dang, Kevin, you just went over there to see what everybody was doing. You shouldn't have even been in the mix either, my guy. Like, when they first start hitting him in the jail and he like, yeah, this is what happened. Okay, what happened? What you want me to say? I was like, wow. When they first started hitting him and he was just like, what the hell? He was in shock just like me. Like, did they really just hit me? Okay. I see where this is going. What you want me to say? Whatever you want me to say, I'm going to say it as long as I get to go home. And when his sister came in there and she like, no, I'm not signing this paper. And he like, please just sign it. I don't want to stay here. I want to go home. Y'all, I was in here boohoo crying. He boohoo crying. I'm boohoo crying. I'm like, girl, fuck it. Just sign it, please. He got to get out of there. Don't leave him in there. Please don't leave him in there. Sign the paper. Y'all, I'm not even playing. I was over here going crazy because I'm like, this is too much for me. I can't deal. Okay? I'm all over the place because now I'm jumping back to when Corey was in there by himself and he reminiscing, going back to when he was chilling with his little girlfriend. And here come Yusuf. Come on, we going to the park. You should have just stayed with your girl. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we be keeping y'all out of trouble. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Us women be keeping y'all out of trouble. Stay with your lady. I'm not laughing about this, but I'm just saying. It was just like, dang, I know he wished that he would have just stayed. And now you done played out this whole thing of, you know, the rest of the night of how it could have went. And, you know, y'all didn't get to kiss your first girl. And he just, oh my gosh, when he was reminiscing, I'm just like, oh, Corey, please get him out of there. Please, somebody do something. Oh my gosh, so many emotions. At the end, when they all got out and they standing all together with the hands up, like, yeah, we out. Our name is clear again. I'm boo-hooing. I'm boo-hoo crying like, yes, y'all, get out of there. Clear your name. Oh my gosh. But I was still mad at the fact that y'all done took all these years from their life and you gonna give them $41 million. I mean, that's a lot of cash. Okay, but I'm still mad that I had to give up all my life. All my life I had to fight because you accused me of something I didn't do and you made pieces fit that didn't fit. And now I think they spent 14 years in there, right? 14 years of my life. I didn't got beat up. I didn't got stabbed. I didn't, like, what? $41 million though? I think I'm going to be okay. Like, all right, cool. But nah, still on a serious note. What's the prosecutor name? The prosecutor lady. I feel like she needs to pay for what she did. I feel like she needs to pay for something. You sent them away knowing that they didn't do it. Now somebody needs to send you away for something you didn't do and take years of your life. I'm all about the tit for tat, y'all. You did it to me, so now let me show you how I was feeling. Now put her up in there. She did something too. She falsely accused me when she know it wasn't me. Period. The semen didn't fit. Nothing fit in this, and y'all still made me pay this time. So she just get to walk out free? Like, oh, okay, well, okay. Boom, they didn't do it. Congratulations. Give them some money. And I said, no, something's gotta be done, baby girl. In my opinion, I would have been fighting for that. Like, yo, so what's about to happen with her? So what do she get? Like, can she spend at least 7? Half the time? Can she get in there? But we all know it'll be different. You know, they gonna look out for her in the jail if she did have to go. But anyway, once Corey got out of that prison where them guys just kept messing with him and he got put in the nice facility with the older men and they was just all calm, cool, and collected, I was like, okay, yes, just finish your time in peace, Corey. Okay? And the fact, you know, I already said I'm jumping all over the place with this, but I'm thinking of stuff as I'm talking. Going back to when he was in the jail where they had him in the room by himself and they let him out to clean up and mop and stuff. The fact that you actually had a physical altercation, put hands on the guy who actually did it, and you ain't even know that I'm in here serving time because of something you did. That I was just like, oh, damn, if he would have known, he probably would have killed that boy right then and there and then been in jail for some real stuff. Because if he would have known that I'm really in here because of you, I feel like he would have went to the max on him. You know what I'm saying? But I am happy that old boy did the right thing, which he should have did it when he had that fight with him. But of course, you just had a fight with me. I ain't finna confess to nothing. But I'm glad he found Jesus and knew that wasn't right, that he was up in there serving time for me. Okay, let me go up in here and give my details. I was so happy for that. Like, thank you. When Corey kept going up for his hearing and they kept saying like, okay, are you ready to admit the truth? Like, first of all, why you keep asking me this? I said I didn't do it and I'm not going to tell you I did it so I can go home now. I done already been in here how long? If I ain't confessed, why I'm in here? Why am I serving time if I still got to omit it, okay? If I still gotta come out with the truth and confess to something I didn't do, then why am I in here? Why am I in here, and why are we sitting here, okay? Because if I confess, you know what? I'm going for sure be in here for the rest of my life. That's all y'all looking for is a confession so y'all can put the nail in the coffin. I'm not doing it, period. No, lady, I didn't do it, so you might as well send me back to my cell. That is stupid to me. I just never understood that. Like, why am I in here trying to go on probation and you telling me I got to confess to something that I didn't do? But the moment I confess, y'all going to make me stay in here. And it's just going to be forever now. So, fuck you, bitch. Like, no. And when Corey mama called him, like, baby, somebody love you. Okay, somebody love you. You about to get out. I was literally over here, no lie, jumping up and down like, yeah, yeah, let him out. Get him out. Get him out of there immediately. Send him home. Like, y'all think I'm playing, but I was literally in my room screaming, happy, like, yes, get them all out. Get them all out immediately. I was so happy. But yeah, it was very enlightening docuseries. It was an eye-opener. It was messed up. It's very emotional. You're gonna hit a lot of emotions. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and check that out, okay? But I'm done talking about it. I'm done talking about everything today, guys. I'm finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you check out my description box and follow me on all my social medias and show me love. I would like to know how you guys are feeling about the topics talked about today. So I don't really know how this works, how you guys communicate with me and I communicate back. But just hit me on my page. No, I'm just playing. Hit me on one of my social media platforms and let's chat about all of this, baby Maleah, and when they see us, let's chat it up, okay? So make sure you had your tea today, sip it, okay? And have a great day. Until next time, stay tuned for the next episode of the Tea with V Uncut. Bye.
It's the night of your life, girl, put on your pretty ass dress. It's the night of your life. Girl, you gon' forget your stress. How could it treat you that way? You the kind of girl a nigga dream about, yeah. You ain't even got flows that could look at you all day.